Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at a Wordle puzzle. I've tried this once or twice, but I thought I'd try it again. So let's see how we get on. So basically the way this works is somebody has played a game of Wordle and this is their grid. So their first guess they got 5 greys, their second guess they got the second letter correct but nothing else, and so on. And so what we're going to try and do is guess the words that they guessed. So in this one, basically we're just trying to guess a 5-letter word, but this is the 5-letter word that they guessed in their Wordle game. So once we get this word, we know that none of these 5 letters will appear anywhere else in the grid, because this person will have guessed that word, ruled out all of those letters, and then forgotten about them. So guessing this Wordle will give us information for the subsequent 4 Wordles. Anyway, it'll make more sense once I start to play, I think. I'm going to start with chaos, because that's my normal Wordle starting word. And I've got the A. So I guess we just try and put different letters around it and see what happens. Oh, is that R going to be 2nd or 5th? Frank, perhaps? What's Frank? So now we just know that none of those letters will appear anywhere else in the answers, because this person guessed Frank as their first word. They got 5 greys, so they know that none of those letters are used, so they won't have guessed them again. So now we're back to square one. We're trying to guess another 5-letter word, but not using any of the letters from Frank. I wonder if it would be nice if there was a way to mark the letters in the bottom as grey or not grey, so that I know that I don't want to use them. Let's just try 5 different letters. Touch. Ooh, interesting. So what's that last letter going to be? Maybe something like juice. Don't really like using the J, but there aren't that many things that have a C in that position and also have a U somewhere else. Delighted with that. Okay, so we know that they will have kept the U in 2nd place in their subsequent guesses. So that's 1 letter that we've got every time. So we're now not going to use A, E or I. So that is quite an interesting set of letters that's been ruled out. It's probably going to end in Y then, I suppose. The trouble is, if this does end in Y, then because this was yellow, that ends up being the first letter of the actual word, which feels unlikely. There are words that start YU, but most of them end in Y as well, like yucky or yummy, and this would be green rather than yellow. So let's just try to buxom, test my theory about the O. Oh, I'm so happy to get that. I think the Y is probably going to be the last letter of the actual answer, which means it can't be the last letter here, because then again it wouldn't be yellow. So we're trying MU. It has to be MU at the start, because the M was yellow, so you won't guess it here, and it can't be grey suddenly, so it has to be the first letter. So it's MU as the start. Now we know there's no other vowels. I suppose it could be a duplicated U, but in that case it would be mucus, and we've ruled out the C. So what has MU blank 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 but doesn't end in a Y, and it's also not mulch or anything like that, Mount Munch, because we can't use a C. So, what letters can we use? We could use a W, we're not going to use that, or a Q. We can't use the R. We could use an S and a T. Musty would definitely be a possible answer, but then I don't think that can be. I don't think a Y can be the 5th letter. Musty might well be the answer and word 5. What else could we use? A P, an L. Could be GH. That's quite a common letter pairing, isn't it? Could use a D. We have to think of, I think it has to be 3 consonants at the end. That's 3 consonants but not a Y. What comes after MU that has got 3 consonants, none of which is Y? I suppose we could duplicate a letter, but mumps? Yeah, mumps is actually not a bad guess. Oh! So happy to get that, and it's going to be musty, I think, because we now have to use the S somewhere else. Now we can use the Y in position 5, and I'm going to toot my own horn there. I'm a genius. I completed the daily Referral in 8 out of 25 guesses. I might never play this again, because I'm never going to beat that. You have to guess 5 words, so the fewest you can guess is 5 words, and it only took me 8. Because it was just such an unusual pattern of letters. Almost everything was forced. That was really interesting. That was fun. But I'm biased because I did really well. Wow. Oh, Cluebot avoids guessing words containing repeated letters until word 4 and word 5. So it's very unlikely that words 1 to 3 will contain repeated letters. That's what I always try to avoid anyway. So it's good that Cluebot, who is the one that sent the completed game in the top left, it's good that he follows the same pattern. Anyway, that's brought my average guesses right down. Very happy with that. That is Referral. There's a link in the description if you want to play it yourself, and if you enjoyed this, please thumb up the video. I know that the guy who created this website and this game has watched at least one of my other Referral videos, so give him some traffic and go and say hi. That's Referral. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.